It's the Billy Revolution. It's up to you. Billy Revolution. Here's what you gotta do. The Billy Revolution. A quadrilateral grow under your chin, not in the center though, 'cause it's the Billy Revolution. It's the Billy Revolution. It's the Billy Revolution. Billy Revolution. Hello, welcome to the Billy Revolution, episode 12, season 1. So nice to see so many people are stopping watching the screen and cutting back from their computer time. I think the Billy Revolution is an excellent place to do that cut. Which is, of course, the point of the Billy Revolution is to remind you that it's not really you that wants to be on the computer, it's the corporations that want you to be on the computer, the people making money from you being on the computer that want you to be on the computer. Maybe you do a little bit want to be on the computer, but mainly you're serving interests of other people, of big business, and your eye on the screen is the price you pay. Of course, there's so many other prices to pay on top of that, psychologically, emotionally, physically, spiritually, even the atheists. So this week we're looking at medication. We're looking at the pharmaceutical giants and the way that it helps us reinterpret what it means to live life. What the message underlying so much of the medicalization of our lives is, and more importantly, what a huge moneymaker it is to have for these big corporations to have as many people as possible on as many medications as possible. The complicit health industry, the doctors, and complicit not just complicit in a way that they're on the pay for the big guys or on the take, but brainwashed to think that this is the answer. This is the way to go about curing the world's ills. And I think one of the things I want to focus on first of all is the prevalence of psychiatric medication, as well as the fact that there are very few people left who can't be diagnosed with some disorder or condition, if you prefer more avant-garde nomenclature. So I think one of the big problems with pain, suffering, need a pill, is that it puts pain and suffering as abnormal, as things that are negative, things that aren't useful, things that are simply interrupting us on our trajectory. And I think that is the main problem with a highly medicated society, is that we look at things, experiences, and perceptions and changes in perceptions as negative only, so that we don't realize that suffering and the experiences around suffering can be very fortifying. Let's say you need to be having sleep problems for 4 nights to come to some realization that is evading you, because we all have so many excellent blinders on, keeping ourselves our own worst enemies. And there's something at the root of this that we don't want to deal with, but is going to be so much healthier for us when we do deal with it, and is going to be so empowering and so freeing. But we take the sleep medication on day 2 because we have busy lives, we have all these things we need to get done, and therefore we've missed that experience. Even experiences of psychosis which comes up in different mental illnesses can be eye-opening, can be helpful, And what we end up doing often is we live by this lie that if the medication has helped you once, then the medication is something that you should be taking forever. Now, there are times where probably a medication is very helpful to us and very helpful way to find balance and health and strength and become more ourselves. Unfortunately, the prevalence of these magic cures is what is making people turn to them rather than turn to their own inner strength. This isn't, I'm not a doctor. I just happen to have been around for 49 years and seen some things. And so I would never recommend someone rush off medication, but I think I would ask this. Is my medication there to help me become a fuller, more aware, and capable person? Or is it there to help me mask underlying issues that are punishing me, are stopping me from living the full life that I want to have and that I feel I deserve, and blinding me from the benefits of difficult days, the benefits of difficult days. Have a great week. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope we don't have a massive problem next week when everyone's off the meds for a week. You and I are quite alike. You drove your car, baby. I brought my bike. You know that it is such a funny game when we pretend we're just the same. David has some research to do for a project. He's gone down to the public library, had a nice chat with the librarian there who happens to know a little bit about the subject. She's directed him to the section, the science section, that has some books in both French and English for him to do his research. And he's getting right down to it. Peter comes home, clicks on Google, does a search, and does his work. They're doing the same thing. It's the Billy Revolution. It's up to you. Billy Revolution is what you gotta do. The Billy Revolution, a quadrilateral grow under your chin, not in the center though, 'cause it's the Billy Revolution. It's the Billy Revolution. It's the Billy Revolution. Billy Revolution.